Good morning, America. Hurricane watch, flight delays and cancellations across the country, and more than 1 million Swifties coming together for 2 hours overnight. Tracking Tropical Storm Erin. We're going to tell you when it's expected to reach hurricane strength. And breaking overnight, severe storms in the Northeast. More than 6,000 flight delays and 1,000 cancellations across the country. Flash flooding in New York City. And the cleanup underway after deadly storms in Tennessee. Ginger is tracking it all.
Summit countdown. President Trump's warning.
There will be very severe consequences
if Russia doesn't agree to a ceasefire at tomorrow's meeting.
Cross-country flight chaos. A plane diverting when a man allegedly got physical with flight attendants and passengers. This morning, we hear from one of the passengers on board, praised for his quick action.
Inside job, 3 men arrested for robbing an armored Brinks truck outside a Home Depot. Over $2 million in cash reportedly stolen.
Stranded in Antarctica?
The next 100 days, I'm flying this plane around the world to all 7 continents alone.
A 20-year-old flying around the world for charity now says he's trapped.
They were like, okay, follow me, you're arrested.
What he's telling us this morning and what has to happen for him to leave.
Dallas Cowboys owner Jerry Jones beating stage 4 skin cancer.
We all have pressure. Let's all be thankful we're here to get to deal with it.
This morning, the experimental treatment he credits for saving his life.
I was so fortunate to have some great people that sent me in the right direction.
And overnight, 1.3 million people watching these romantics live.
He was just like standing outside of my window with a boombox, just being like, I want to date you.
Yeah.
Do you want to go on a date with me? I made you a friendship bracelet. Do you want to date me?
What Taylor and Travis revealed about their relationship. Her highly anticipated new album.
I've been fortunate enough to hear every single song on here, so I know they're all 12 bangers.
And the moment that made Taylor say this.
Yeah, this changed my life.
Live from ABC News headquarters in New York City, it's Thursday. Good morning, America.
Good morning, America. We have a lot to get to on this Thursday morning. Thank you for joining us. We're going to talk about, including 7-time Grand Slam champion Venus Williams, who's set to compete at the U.S. Open after winning there 25 years ago. Now, of course, the next question will be, is Serena going to return to the court? Well, Lara's going to have all the details on that.
Plenty of speculation and excitement. We'll have much more on that ahead. Also, we hear from the wife of a former NBA player bitten by a shark while in shallow water while she was 6 months pregnant. She tells us about the bystander who came to her rescue.
Yeah, I'm glad that she's okay. But we're going to begin with a severe weather overnight storm slamming the Northeast and a looming tropical storm on its way to reaching major hurricane strength. Ginger, you know, is tracking it all for us. Good morning, Ginger.
Hey, good morning to you, Robin. So here's where we're going to start. Tropical Storm Erin, now less than 1,000 miles from the U.S. Virgin Islands. It's east of it and it's moving west. You say, uh-oh. Well, we anticipate a turn to the northwest as we see this strengthen. It's about to go into much more favorable conditions, warmer water, less wind shear, and that's why we think by the end of the weekend we have a major hurricane on our hands passing just to the north of Puerto Rico. If you're in Puerto Rico, you might even see some of those outer bands lashing you. You absolutely will see high surf and big rip currents. This is the high pressure system that has been steering it. And why we think it will start to turn to the north is because that high pressure system weakens. We have a cold front here that's going to be moving through the northeast next midweek. And so that will open a path for this to kind of squeeze between the two. That said, I want everybody to enjoy their weekend on the East Coast and then pay close attention as we see updates because every deviation west and east will impact you differently. But I can assure everyone along the East Coast we will have really high surf and rip currents, if not a little more. The closer it gets.
I know you've been talking about that, really concerned about the rip currents. How about those severe storms that really, a lot of cancellations?
Right, and so we had more than 24 severe storm reports and it all came together to lead to travel chaos. This morning, severe storms triggering more than 1,000 flight cancellations and more than 6,000 delays across the country. Passengers left stranded and looking for answers.
It's just frustrating. Nothing is simple. Nothing is easy.
At this point, we were wondering how many more times they were going to delay us, and they're not communicating.
Flash flooding inundating the streets in Queens, New York, leaving thousands without power. In Scranton, Pennsylvania, torrential rain swallowing roads. Vehicles abandoned, emergency crews unable to reach some of those stranded. Connecticut battered with hail, and the cleanup underway in Chattanooga, Tennessee after deadly flash flooding. New video of a man using what appears to be a rock to smash a car window that apparently stopped working in the high water, pulling a woman to safety. Officials declaring a state of emergency after more than a half foot of rain fell. That's the second wettest day on record in Chattanooga. Parts of Interstate 24 closed, a whirlpool forming around a submerged car. Tennessee officials saying at least 4 people died, including a family of 3 that was killed after a massive tree crashed on top of their car. Today, there's a flash flood threat from Charleston and Myrtle Beach right up through Wilmington into the Outer Banks and to Virginia Beach, Hampton Bays, all for a level 2 out of 4 for flash flooding. These storms will be slow moving. They could easily produce 1 to 2 inch per hour rainfall rates. Michael.
All right, Ginger, thank you for that. We're going to turn now to the high-stakes summit between President Trump and Vladimir Putin taking place in Alaska tomorrow. The president warning of severe consequences if Russia doesn't agree to stop the war in Ukraine. Our senior political correspondent, Rachel Scott, joins us with the story. Good morning, Rachel.
Hey, Michael, good morning to you. Yeah, President Trump delivering that warning to Russia just hours after he met virtually with the man who's on the sidelines of this trip, Ukraine's President Zelensky. Zelensky warning that Putin is bluffing and that he's not serious about ending this war.
This morning, on the eve of President Trump's summit with Russia's Vladimir Putin, Trump now saying point blank what's at stake if Russia doesn't agree to a ceasefire at Friday's meeting.
Will Russia face any consequences if Vladimir Putin does not agree to stop the war after your meeting on Friday?
Yes, they will. Yeah, there will be very severe consequences.
Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky left on the sidelines, adamant that any path to peace requires Ukraine to have a seat at the table. The president now aligning on strategy with Zelensky and European allies.
President Zelensky was on the call. I would rate it a 10, very, very friendly.
Zelensky says Trump agreed Russia must sign on for a ceasefire and that Ukraine will get a say in what and if any territory is given up, and that there must be security guarantees. For weeks, Putin has ignored repeated warnings from Trump to stop the violence, and Russian airstrikes on Ukraine have only intensified, taking a massive toll. The president admitting he probably will not be able to stop Russia from killing Ukrainian civilians.
Do you believe you can convince him to stop targeting civilians in Ukraine?
Well, I'll tell you what, I've had that conversation with him. I've had a lot of good conversations with him. Then I go home and I see that a rocket hit a nursing home or a rocket hit an apartment building and people are laying dead in the street. So I guess the answer to that is no.
The president now saying tomorrow's summit is about setting the table for another meeting, this time with both Putin and Zelensky.
If the first one goes okay, we'll have a quick second one. I would like to do it almost immediately. And we'll have a quick second meeting between President Putin and President Zelensky and myself.
And the United Nations says that July was the deadliest month for Ukrainians since shortly after the start of the war, with nearly half of those deaths coming from Russian airstrikes, Michael.
And Rachel, and bring it back here at home, too. There were protests overnight in Washington over the increased law enforcement presence in the district.
Yeah, we were told that the National Guard, Michael, was going to be out in larger numbers, and they were. There was a checkpoint with federal law enforcement officials in Northwest D.C., and that is where protests erupted, with some protesters chanting at law enforcement officials to go home, to leave that area. Of course, the president activated about 800 members of the National Guard. They're working in rotations, about 100 to 200. He says all of this is to clamp down on crime, but as D.C. officials work with federal officials, they do point out that crime has been at violent crime has been at a 30-year low in the district, Michael.
All right, Rachel Scott, thank you so much. Whit?
Michael, now to an alleged assault in midair. A Breeze Airways flight was diverted after police say an unruly passenger got into a physical altercation with the flight crew and others on the plane. Trevor Ault joins us now with the details. Trevor, good morning.
Good morning, Whitten. Police and the airline have provided a lengthy list of allegedly threatening, antagonistic behavior from this passenger, to the point other people on board tried repeatedly to restrain him. And this morning, we're hearing from one of those people who stepped in.
This morning, tense moments on board a cross-country flight. A passenger allegedly threatening the flight crew and other passengers verbally and physically.
There's information that he struck a flight attendant, so there is injuries.
That Breeze Airways flight traveling from Virginia to LAX. 46-year-old David Leroy Carter Jr. now in custody. The airline saying he was pushing and touching passengers and crew and spitting at them. Police saying he was reportedly intoxicated, yelling racist slurs and waving a skateboard.
That's the last thing you're gonna do to me. No, ma'am. You need to sit down.
Passengers on video trying to keep him in his seat. But according to air traffic control audio, he broke free multiple times.
Passenger is free and is using what they were trying to restrain him with as a weapon. Roger, hitting people with his it's a waist belt, right? Belt, yes, sir.
One passenger's now being praised for his decisive action subduing Carter.
I just saw black almost, and I just grabbed him and set him down. He did get up again, but at that point we were already close to landing, so I just stuck around.
Pilots declaring an emergency, diverting to Grand Junction, Colorado, where police and the FBI were waiting. Passengers on the plane cheering and booing as he was taken away.
People involved that held him down, when he broke out of his restraints and whatnot, they were really heroic.
And the airline tells us that one of their flight attendants and another passenger were both evaluated for minor injuries. The FAA is now investigating what happened, Robert.
Oh, that was quite a scene there, Trevor. Thank you. Okay, now to arrests in an armored truck heist prosecutors say was an inside job. 3 men charged with stealing $2 million in Philadelphia back in June. One of the suspects is a former Brinks employee. Chief National Correspondent Matt Gutman has that story for us. Good morning to you, Matt.
Hey, good morning, Robin. With authorities now saying that this was an inside job, they believe that one of the men who was just arrested was a former employee of Brinks who'd been suspended and then fired after an internal investigation. And law enforcement now believes this heist may have been connected to 4 others. This morning, federal authorities announcing charges against 3 men arrested in connection with that Brinks truck robbery in June. Over $2 million in cash stolen. Officials charging Deshaun Hughes Murchison, Brian Wallace, and Trayvon Jackson with robbery, interfering with interstate commerce, and the use of a firearm in furtherance of a violent crime. One of them allegedly a fired Brinks employee.
We were able to recover the majority of that money that was taken from the Brinks truck, along with a number of assets of high dollar amount.
Police say on the morning of June 21st, 2 of the 3 suspects approached the driver of the truck from behind, armed with AR-style rifles. Authorities saying one of the robbers stayed with the driver while the other looted the armored vehicle.
Kodiak Road, H Mart. Brinks truck was robbed.
The charges coming just a day after another Brinks truck was robbed outside of Philadelphia. This surveillance video capturing 2 masked men in hoodies rushing in on a driver seen walking into an H Mart with a bag full of money. The men both armed, and authorities saying they made out with at least $700,000. And authorities are now saying they're investigating whether that incident in Cheltenham was related to the $2 million heist in June and 3 other heists or attempted robberies of armored trucks. Now, those 3 suspects are being held in a federal facility. They've already had their first appearance in court, but it's not clear yet whether the men have entered a plea. Michael.
All right, Matt, thank you for bringing that to us. We're going to turn now to a new lawsuit against Zelle. The New York Attorney General's office is alleging the popular electronic payment service has failed to protect consumers from more than $1 billion in fraud. Rhiannon Ally is here with the details. Good morning, Rhiannon.
Hey, good morning to you, Michael. That's right. The Cash App Zelle is accused of costing users over $1 billion because it didn't protect them from fraud. And New York Attorney General Letitia James filing the lawsuit in the state Supreme Court, accusing the parent company of Zelle, Early Warning Services, of neglecting to implement basic fraud safeguards despite knowing it was vulnerable. The suit says scammers preyed on victims from 2017 to 2023 by posing as businesses and government agencies to trick people into sending money for bogus things like electric bills or tolls. And due to Zelle's policies, once the transfer went through, users couldn't get their money back. They couldn't cancel after finding out it was a scam. Zelle did introduce some protections back in 2023, but the New York Attorney General says those were just too late. AG James is seeking restitution and damages for defrauded New Yorkers, along with court orders compelling stronger anti-fraud measures on Zelle. Zelle is rejecting this lawsuit. They're calling it a political stunt. The company says more than 99.95% of its transactions are completed without any reported fraud, but there is no word yet on how the funds will be returned if this lawsuit is successful. Guys.
All right, Rhiannon Ally for us, thank you. Now we turn to some very exciting news for tennis fans. Venus Williams set to make a Grand Slam comeback at this year's U.S. Open. 45-year-old has been granted a wild card to compete in the singles championship. Lara's here with all the details. This is huge news.
Huge news. This is shaping up to be a very fun and exciting U.S. Open. And one big reason, Venus. She was already planning to compete at this year's U.S. Open thanks to a wild card for the mixed doubles competition. But now, yes, she is officially the oldest singles entrant since 1981 when Renee Richards played in the Open at age 47. And Venus has some great momentum coming off of the D.C. Open in July where she beat 23-year-old Peyton Stearns, who's ranked 35th, guys, in the world. Not bad. After taking more than a year off to recover from surgery to remove uterine fibroids. And hey, listen, she knows it won't be easy out there, but she has something not a lot of players have, and that is 2 U.S. Open singles trophies. Guys, she won the Open in 2000 and 2001. Yes, it's a quarter century ago. But Venus says she feels fantastic. She has no health issues and has a whole new mindset and a lot of wisdom and experience on her side. Meanwhile, now, of course, Michael, I heard you mention this. A lot of speculation. Could this mean that Serena's joining her sister at the U.S. Open? She hasn't played a professional match in 3 years, but fans are pointing out her recent posts, working out, hitting balls. It also could just be that she's working out and hitting balls.
Exactly.
The Williams sister watch is underway, though, as the U.S. Open mixed doubles begins Tuesday on ESPN2. Singles competition beginning August 24th on ESPN and ESPN2. Guys?
I'm going to go out and run some sprints.
There
Make
you
them
go.
think I'm coming back.
Yes, exactly.
No, never happened to believe that. All right, thank you so much for that, Lara. Coming up, Victor Okendo spoke with the pregnant wife of a former NBA star who just had a very close call. Victor?
Basketball fans know the name Danilo Gallinari. He was at a beach in shallow water with his pregnant wife when she was bitten by a shark. She details the terrifying moments, how they made sure the baby was okay, and her recovery. That's next.
All right, Victor, thank you. And also had the latest on the school bus crash carrying 42 children on the first day of school, Whit.
Plus, how Dallas Cowboys owner Jerry Jones says he overcame stage 4 skin cancer.
And incredible drone video capturing sharks swimming close to a paddle boarder, a little too close.
Yeah.
Oh, if you only knew what Lara just told us.
I mean, I'm just being real.
She's keeping it real.
Yeah, you are.
You know, I don't know what you did last night, but I know that more than 1 million people watched Taylor Swift and the Kelces overnight. We're going to tell you why she got so emotional and why her new album is linked to Celine Dion and Britney Spears. We'll be right back. Back here on GMA, good morning, Baltimore. And can we say good morning to Morgan Norwood? She is live in Maryland for our 50 States and 50 Weeks tour. Cannot wait to see what she has to show us.
Yeah, we are looking forward to that. But first, new at 7:30, Air Canada said they will begin suspending flights today ahead of a potential strike by flight attendants. The union representing the 10,000 workers issued a 72-hour strike notice after failing to reach an agreement in contract talks over wages and unpaid work. Canada's largest airline plans to gradually suspend flights over that time period. Also, on the first day of school, a school bus carrying 42 children rolled over near Austin, Texas. At least 12 people were injured, 3 seriously. The school district said its buses are equipped with seatbelts.
And Dollar General issuing a recall of coffee sold in 48 states due to the possible glass contamination. The recall involves 8-ounce containers of Clover Valley instant coffee sold between July 9th and July 21st. A customer notified the company about the issue, but so far no injuries have been reported. And take a look at this amazing drone video capturing sharks swimming terrifyingly close to a paddle boarder. This is off the coast of Long Island. The sharks take a few passes by the paddleboarder before swimming away. The paddleboarder not paddling nearly fast enough for my liking when sharks are in the water.
Well, I hope he didn't know they were there.
Yes,
yeah,
maybe
I would
that's
have fallen
what it was.
off had I known they were there. speaking of shark, we got a frightening story. The wife of a former NBA star detailing the moment she was bitten by a shark in shallow waters while 6 months pregnant. Victor Okendo spoke with the couple, and let's say good morning to you, Victor.
Good morning, Michael. Danilo Gallinari and his pregnant wife, Eleonora, have been living in Puerto Rico for the last 6 months. She was bitten at a beach that they would go to often. At first, she thought it was a jellyfish and then quickly realized it was something much more dangerous. She had been bitten by a shark. This morning, the pregnant wife of former NBA player Danilo Gallinari telling her story for the first time since she was bitten by a shark.
I have to say that I'm traumatized. I started crying and screaming, and I was screaming for help in Italian.
Eleonora Boy, a sports journalist from Italy, was swimming in waist-deep water with Gallinari and their 2 young children when all of a sudden, her thigh bitten.
I felt a strong pain, and my thigh was burning. But my idea was maybe it's a huge jellyfish. But in the reality, it wasn't the jellyfish.
As soon as Eleonora started screaming, I had my son with me. I ran towards my wife and my daughter.
They grabbed their kids and rushed to shore, telling us a woman helped put pressure on the wound with a clean towel until help arrived.
Oh my God, I was saying, I don't want to die. And I want that my baby is safe. And I was crying. I was desperate, really desperate.
Eleonora was rushed to the hospital, 6 months pregnant at the time. Before doctors could operate, they ran hours of tests to make sure the baby was okay.
After they gave us confirmation that the kid was okay and nothing happened to him, then they started the surgery process.
Doctors there telling them they'd never treated a shark bite victim before. Eleonora expected to make a full recovery.
How difficult is this for you to talk about? You said that you're still traumatized.
I have to be honest, it's not easy because when I remember, I'm still scared and, you know, it's difficult.
I think that the body in this situation recovers faster than the mind. And that's something that, you know, you don't have to be ashamed of or scared of.
And the couple so grateful to that good Samaritan who stayed by her side through the entire ordeal.
She was an angel. Danilo was with me and she helped so much. I would like to say thank you to this woman because I don't know her name. And I just want to say thank you to her because she helped a lot.
Eleonora now has weekly visits with the doctor. Physically, she will be okay eventually, but you heard them talking about it. She is traumatized right now, and there is a mental toll here, too. A full recovery is going to take some time. Guys?
Emotionally, it's going to take some time. You're right about that, Victor. Thank you. Now, with Dallas Cowboys owner Jerry Jones, known for turning the franchise into one of the most recognizable and valuable brands in all of sports, revealing his decade-long battle with cancer. Will is here with that story, and he says that being part of a clinical study helped him beat the odds?
Yeah, that was the real key, and this was all a big surprise, Robin, because Jerry Jones is an open book, so it has surprised the sports world to learn that the bombastic owner of one of the most famous brands on earth had privately battled cancer for over a decade. During that time, Jones says he had 4 surgeries, and he credits that experimental drug for his current prognosis.
He's the outspoken owner, president, and general manager of America's team.
The Dallas Cowboys is a soap opera 365 days a year.
And this morning, 82-year-old Dallas Cowboys patriarch Jerry Jones sharing a private battle, revealing he beat stage 4 melanoma after being diagnosed in 2010.
You don't like to think about your mortality, but I was so fortunate to have some great people that sent me in the right direction.
Jones telling the Dallas Morning News, "I now have no tumors." He's healthy, he says, due to an experimental treatment of a PD-1 inhibitor, a form of cancer treatment that blocks a specific protein.
I got to be a part of a trial that was propitious. It really, really, really worked. It ate my hips up. I had to have both hips replaced because it was rough on your bones.
Cancer cells learn how to hide from the immune system, and anti-PD-1 antibodies teach the immune system how to find them and kill them. We used to talk about curing 35% with anti-PD-1 antibodies alone, and now we're using combinations that allow us to cure 55% of those patients.
Jones's revelation comes just weeks from the start of the NFL season. Since buying the team in 1989 for $140 million, Jones has turned the Cowboys into one of the most recognizable and valuable brands in sports. Today, the franchise is reportedly worth nearly $13 billion. Jones never shrinks from the spotlight and is grateful to still be doing what he loves.
Everybody on that TV, everybody up in those stands, they're dealing with things. They're dealing with pressure. We all have pressure. Let's all be thankful we're here to get to deal with it.
And the Cowboys' new coach, Brian Schottenheimer, also has an intimate understanding of Jones's ordeal. Schottenheimer was diagnosed with thyroid cancer in his late 20s, many years ago. Brian Schottenheimer expressing gratitude to Jones for going public with his story because he says it gives people hope.
Sure does.
Definitely. Thank you, Will. Appreciate that.
Are you ready for it?
We are ready and back now with Taylor Swift's big reveal. A lot of analysis going on here at the table, sharing new details about her upcoming album on the Kelce Brothers podcast. She and Travis open up about their relationship. Lara is dancing in with the details.
Oh, I'm not alone.
Yeah.
Look at it. Ah!
Whoa.
Okay, good. I just wanted to make sure because she's an instigator, everyone. Listen, we just love our Taylor, don't we?
Love.
So do the other 1.3 million viewers that were more than ready for it when the New Heights podcast came on at 7 o'clock Eastern. The stream even crashing on YouTube, and it was all in anticipation of the big reveal. The details on Taylor's 12th studio album, Taylor teaming up with the same producer who created huge hits like Britney Spears' Hit Me Baby One More Time and Celine Dion's That's the Way It Is. Taylor saying the album is all about, and I quote, infectious pop melodies.
Hopefully people never thought that we'd go on this podcast and announce an album.
This morning, Taylor Swift taking fans behind the life of a showgirl.
Back covers where we find the 12 tracks for my 12
tracks.
12th
Bangers.
album.
In a 2-hour conversation on boyfriend Travis Kelce and his brother Jason's New Heights podcast, the 14-time Grammy winner revealing new details about her highly anticipated 12th studio album.
The title track, The Life of a Showgirl, featuring Sabrina Carpenter.
Sabrina Carpenter!
As 1.3 million fans watched live.
The fact that it was a 2-hour-long podcast, oh my God.
Swift revealing the new era of music is all about what she experienced behind the scenes of her era's tour. Reuniting with producers Max Martin and Shellback on this album, the team behind some of her biggest hits like Shake It Off and 22.
I've been fortunate enough to hear every single song on here, so I know they're all 12 bangers. Yeah. It's a lot more upbeat, and it's a lot more like fun pop, like excitement.
The superstar also opening up about that amazing moment she learned she had regained ownership of her masters earlier this year.
I get a call from my mom, and she's like, you got your music. Yeah. And so sorry that it's literally been so long since this happened. It's every time I talk about it. She was like, you got your music. And I just very dramatically hit the floor for real.
Taylor saying she'd been saving up to buy back the rights to her first 6 albums since she was a teenager.
This changed my life. I can't believe it still. Every time I think about it, it's like I have to tell the short version to everyone because it is still like this will affect the rest of my life. I think about this every day now, but instead of it being like an intrusive thought that hurts me, it's I can't believe this happened. Like, how lucky am I?
She also talked about how Travis used the podcast to tell the world he wanted to date her.
If you're up on Taylor Swift concerts, there are friendship bracelets, and I received a bunch of them being there, but I wanted to give Taylor Swift one with my number on it. Not right now.
Ooh, yeah. Your number's in 87 or your phone number?
You know which one.
This dude didn't get a meet and greet. He's making it everyone's problem. This kind of felt more like I was in an 80s John Hughes movie and he was just like standing outside of my window with a boombox just being like, I want to date you.
Yeah.
Do you want to go on a date with me? I made you a friendship bracelet. Do you want to date me?
Just come outside and meet me. Just meet me once. Just give me a chance.
So I was like, if this guy isn't crazy, which is a big if, this is sort of what I've been writing songs about wanting to happen to me since I was a teenager.
It's so romantic. And, you know, she also got into something serious. Her parents' recent health battles. Her mom had knee surgery. Her dad had a quintuple bypass. Taylor said she spent the whole summer with him and that he's on the mend. He's doing great. That's such good news. And then back to the music. Taylor said this album has 12 songs on it. Fans do not expect a surprise second drop after it comes out. 12 songs is what you're getting, and they're going to be good. The Life of a Showgirl is out October 3rd, and we cannot wait, Robin.
Yeah, I can't wait to see what you two are dancing like when it comes out.
You're
Sounds
just upset
good.
that you missed the pajama party watch parties overnight for the podcast.
Did I miss it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we all had one.
Posting the social.
Oh,
You weren't there?
Nah, I wasn't there. I was good. I'll talk to Trav about it later.
Wow.
Okay, coming up in pop news, though, we have Timothée Chalamet saying dream big. How he's teaming up with Gwyneth Paltrow and Fran Drescher.
Yeah, big news.
Yes. Larry's going to have that in pop news.
Very busy
First
today.
of all, we all should have been in bed anyway. Good morning, America. It's 8 a.m. Tracking Tropical Storm Erin. We'll tell you when it's expected to reach hurricane strength and breaking overnight. Severe storms in the Northeast. More than 6,000 flights delayed and 1,000 cancellations across the country. Flash flooding in New York City and the cleanup underway after deadly storms in Tennessee. Ginger is tracking it all.
New Hope, the first of its kind treatment for thousands battling bladder cancer, now on the FDA fast track. Dr. Tara Narula breaks down the new drug that eliminated tumors in 80% of patients.
And it's time to say good morning, Maryland.
Good morning, Baltimore.
It's our tour of 50 states in 50 weeks. From crabby cuisine to sailing the seas, we're live from the Old Line State as we say,
Good morning, America!
Live from ABC News headquarters in New York City, it's Thursday. Good morning, America.
That's a nice groove right there. Good morning, America. That's Morgan Norwood with a great group in Annapolis, Maryland. As we travel the country celebrating America's 250th birthday, Morgan is live from the oldest known business in the state.
And she's in good company there. A lot of people coming out. Also ahead, our series, CEO of Your Health. We've talked about preparing for and managing your doctor's appointment. Well, this morning, Dr. Tara Narula tells us how to put your doctor's orders in practice.
Yeah, very important. That's ahead. But we start here this morning with some coffee at a popular Detroit cafe called The Congregation, a coffee spot set up in a former church.
Can I get an amen?
Yes. Amen.
All right.
Amen.
But first, let's look at the top stories breaking at 8, starting with the severe weather. Overnight storms slamming the Northeast and the looming tropical storm on its way to reaching major hurricane strength. So let's go back to Ginger. Ginge?
Yes, Robin, Erin is now less than 1,000 miles to the U.S. Virgin Islands. So it's east of it there, and it's headed west. And you say, wait a minute, is that going straight for the Caribbean? We anticipate a bit of a tick to the northwest, and that's why we think it will pass north of Puerto Rico by this weekend as a major hurricane. It's about to go into an environment that is much more conducive for development. So 8 to 12-foot waves possible for Puerto Rico, big-time rip currents, but some lashing outer bands might get you, but it looks like it passes north. The steering mechanism has been this high pressure system. So see how that keeps it this way? Well, what happens with this ridge is it shrinks, it weakens. And so that allows for this path between the cold front and kind of Bermuda there to develop so it could squeeze between the two. That said, if I'm in the Outer Banks or Bermuda, I'm saying, okay, I know I'm good for the weekend, but by early next week, I'm watching this really closely for every deviation west or east, because that's going to depend on what impacts we get. But I can assure everyone along the East Coast, we will see a riled up ocean. So let's talk then about what happened in the last 24 to 36 hours. More than 6 inches of rain fell in Chattanooga. You see this man here. He had to take a rock and break that window to get the woman out. In Scranton, Pennsylvania, you had the streets flooded, and that was after more than 24 severe storm reports, including some hail. But today, it's Virginia Beach and Hampton Bay, down through the Outer Banks, Wilmington, and Myrtle Beach and Charleston, with 1 to 2 inch per hour rainfall rates, Michael.
Yeah, definitely paying attention to those warnings. Ginger, thank you for bringing that to us. And we're going to turn now to the 20-year-old American stranded in Antarctica after he flew a small plane to the remote continent in June. We're hearing from him this morning, and our Stephanie Ramos is here with the latest. Good morning, Stephanie.
Good morning, Michael. Good morning, everyone. This young man spent so much time there. He even celebrated a birthday. He was trying to become the youngest person to fly solo to all 7 continents and raise money for cancer research. But instead, Ethan Guo was charged with landing without authorization, and now he's stranded.
I'm attempting to become the first person ever to fly all 7 continents solo.
This morning, one teen's history-making flight with a purpose grounded after his unexpected arrest in Antarctica.
It's quite unfortunate. For example, my food is rationed. I don't have much freedom. I have a piece of bread and a teaspoon of butter for breakfast.
Ethan Guo was a year into his flight for a cancer mission.
Oh, perfect. I see Manila City.
Going from Memphis, traveling to all 7 continents, hoping his journey could inspire and raise $1 million for cancer research with St. Jude. But in June, he says, nothing could have prepared him for when mechanical issues on his flight from Chile to Argentina forced him to make an emergency landing at King George Island, a Chilean territory.
It was 6 a.m. in the morning. It was pitch black. There was unreported and unexpected icing. Then I proceed to lose my instruments, and so I'm unable to navigate in the pitch black. After I landed here, after 2-3 hours, they came up to me and they were like, okay, follow me, you're arrested. Then they proceed to take away my phone. Then they proceed to take away everything.
Chilean authorities claim Guo presented false flight information and landed without consent. But Guo claims this WhatsApp text message with a Chilean aviation official proves he had emergency approval to land. Now, more than 40 days since his arrest, a deal to dismiss the case has been reached under the condition that he donates $30,000 to a children's cancer charity and does not re-enter Chile for the next 3 years.
I maintain that I was innocent from the very beginning. So I'm finally grateful. I'm grateful for it to be finally officially recognized. I think this whole situation would have been resolved much sooner if all the evidence had been considered from the start and allowed to be presented.
Now Ethan says he just wants his plane back so he can continue the journey he set out on.
They said, number 1, the plane is not fit to fly. Number 2, the plane doesn't have enough fuel to fly. Number 3, the pilot doesn't have enough skills to fly. Number 4, the weather's too bad to fly. All 4 of those statements are objectively false. If I'm able to fly back, I'm able to continue the journey, the fight against cancer.
What an experience. He is stuck there for now. He can't use his plane. You just heard him. And there hasn't been a boat to get him off that island. But so far, guys, Ethan has raised more than $100,000 for St. Jude. And that was the goal, right? To do good. Got stuck there. Just a tricky situation.
He wanted an adventure. He got one.
He definitely got one. A couple of obstacles along the way.
Yeah, he's going through it, but he did raise a lot of money for St. Jude, which is a great cause.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for that. Stephanie, coming up in our GMA morning menu, a potential game changer in the treatment of bladder cancer. The new drug that has eliminated tumors for more than 80% of patients. Our Dr. Tara Narula is here with the details.
Also ahead, Timothy Chalamet is channeling the GOAT of ping pong. We're going to tell you about his new role and his co-stars. That's coming up in Pop News.
Plus, we are visiting the Congregation in Detroit, a cafe and a former church where community and coffee are equally important. And Lara is with Tori Johnson and some very special guests. Hey, Lara.
I'm having so much fun over here. We are all about women-owned businesses this week on Deals and Steals. Tori, you have nailed it, bringing women behind some of your favorite brands, from bras to mahjong. And guess who's here? Nicole Ari Parker from the Sex and the City spinoff and Just Like That, with a side hustle that you will love. This business was born out of a need, and it's brilliant. We'll have it for you coming up on Good Morning America.
We are back now with our GMA cover story, a possible non-surgical medical breakthrough for patients with bladder cancer, which impacts 85,000 people each year. The FDA is fast-tracking the review for a first-of-its-kind treatment that could provide new hope for people diagnosed with the disease. Chief Medical Correspondent Dr. Tara Narula is here with all the details. And, you know, this type of cancer is at top of mind because of what Deion Sanders just revealed he went through with his surgery. what is this new treatment? Is it a game changer for people?
Well, bladder cancer is the 6th most common type of cancer. And you're right. We've been talking about it because of Deion Sanders. He actually had to have his bladder removed. They created a new bladder with part of his intestine. So what we're talking about is a potential new treatment for those individuals who have the most common type of bladder cancer that have failed the initial round of treatment. And in many of those cases, they will be offered a cystectomy where you remove the bladder, the lymph nodes, and some of the other tissues. And that's a big deal surgery. So this would be a potential game changer. Now, this was a phase 2 trial, which means it is preliminary, it is experimental, but the results are promising. They found that when they implanted a device called TAR-200, a very small pretzel-shaped like device into the bladder, it slowly released chemotherapy over 3 weeks. And in those patients who got this device, 82% had their tumors eliminated, most by 3 months, and at 1 year, over 50% remained cancer-free. Now, obviously, this didn't compare it to other treatments. We need to do that. We need to see longer-term benefits, but definitely hopeful. It's almost like if you imagine like an IUD insertion in a woman, right, to prevent pregnancy. It's that type of a little device. You know, when you think about 17,000 people dying a year in this country from bladder cancer, something like this could be really important.
So encouraging.
Correct.
So encouraging. Yeah. So when could this be available, and who would be a good candidate?
Right. So right now, it has been granted sort of priority review by the FDA, and so that means that potentially it could be greenlit within a few months, potentially before the end of the year. It is a very small device that could be actually inserted in the outpatient setting in under 5 minutes without general anesthesia. And Robin, it would be for those individuals who have that most common type of bladder cancer that has failed that initial round of treatment. There are other ongoing trials that people can ask their doctor, could I get enrolled in that trial? But really, you know, this could potentially be hopeful. And I think one more thing to pay attention to, and Deion Sanders brought this up, is paying attention to the signs of bladder cancer. A lot of people don't know, sometimes just blood in your urine on a simple urinalysis can be a marker of a potential risk for bladder cancer. Any changes in your bladder habits, so for example, frequency, urgency, pain with urinating, things like that, you should definitely bring it up to your doctor. But certainly if you see repeated urine tests with blood, point that out.
But it was so good of Deion.
Yeah, so good of Deion to go forward with that and share it with everybody. And this seems like a real game changer.
It could really be. So hopefully, yes.
Thank you. Thank you, Doc, as always. Now it's time to change the game with some pop news with Lara.
Is she going to stay for some pop news?
You going to stay for pop news?
Let's go, Doc. Let's do it. We're going to ping pong into pop this morning because 2-time Academy Award nominee Timothée Chalamet is rallying in his new role. He's the lead character in Marty Supreme. It's inspired by the life of 1950s ping pong champion Marty Reisman. Here's a look at the new trailer.
I have a purpose. And if you think that's some sort of blessing, it's not. It means I have an obligation to see a very specific thing through. And with that obligation comes sacrifice.
Everything in my life's falling apart, but I'm gonna figure it out.
Do you need any help? I could help you. I know it's hard to believe, but I'm telling you, this game, it fills stadiums overseas. And it's only a matter of time before I'm staring at you from the cover of a Wheaties box.
Looks like another good one for Timothy, and he's joined in this one by Gwyneth Paltrow and Fran Drescher in the film that follows Marty as he dreams big, but he doesn't get a lot of respect, and according to producers, goes to hell and back in pursuit of greatness. Chalamet posting others who chased the dream in pursuit of greatness, including John McEnroe, Muhammad Ali, Michael Jordan, and even a young Timmy, all with the caption, "Dream Big." Marty Supreme hits theaters nationwide on Christmas Day. It really
I love that. Dream Big.
He's so great.
Yep.
So great.
Are you a Swiftie?
Oh my God, my kids are dying. My daughter told me about the new album yesterday. She's obsessed. So yes, we are Swifties. 12 songs.
Only look for a second drop.
12 bangers.
Yes, exactly. Also this morning, as Taylor Swift gears up for the release of her new album, her boyfriend, Travis Kelce, is getting ready for another season with the Kansas City Chiefs. And ESPN is celebrating kickoff with a brand new docuseries. It's called The Kingdom. It's all about the Chiefs' remarkable history and their modern-day dynasty. And guys, the producers of this doc had unprecedented access to the players and the coaches. They were allowed on the field, in the locker room, even outside of the stadium. They followed the players. The whole series was shot during the 2024 season, which had its share of drama. Here's an exclusive look at The Kingdom.
Can we do it again?
Wake up!
Well, I'm gonna go just go put her to sleep. She's hasn't even, she ate and that's about it.
Alright, love you.
Love you.
Bye, Golden.
Brittany crushed it. I was watching playoff games the entire day. She went into labor after one game. Baby was here before the next game, so I didn't even miss a playoff game. So she is as locked in as I am as far as football goes.
Yeah, I'm sure she was thinking about that. Yeah, I'm sure.
Priorities.
Quarterback, that's Patrick Mahomes and his wife. They did have a baby girl in January, just before the Chiefs fought for a three-peat in Super Bowl 59. This series also looks back at the team's 65-year history, and you can check out The Kingdom on ESPN+. Disney+, the first 2 episodes premiere tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern on ESPN. It looks fantastic, guys. The access is unbelievable. So you learn a lot about the team, but also a lot. Yeah, exactly. A lot of storytelling there. And then finally, you know when you throw a ball to your dog and he or she brings it back and drops it, you do it again, and suddenly they expect you to do it for the next 4 hours? Well, it got so bad for Krista that she actually ran and hid behind the couch, and then this happened. Did you really think that she wouldn't find you? That's Basil. And Krista, she wants you to throw the ball. All right? Krista says they had already been playing fetch, though, for 2 hours. When she took the video, Krista says that Basil has several balls that she carries around just in case anyone is available.
2 hours?
Well, Basil may need a brother or sister to play with and save her.
Time for a second dog, I think, in that house. Yeah. Thank you so much.
Now to Deals and Steals. We're excited about a second day of women-owned small businesses, and this morning we have some viewer favorites, and Tori is here. We have some of the owners that are joining us.
We do.
Like
I'm
Megan.
so happy that Megan is here. She has created from garage in just a few years to the hottest mahjong brand, I think, in America.
Yes. Yeah. So it is all the tiles, mats, and racks that you need to get started on your game. And it's also beautiful. So the reason our customers love it is the color and the fun.
The color and the fun. I see so many photos online of this becomes part of the tablescape.
Sure.
You've got you make your cocktails match the tiles. I mean, your fans are really into this.
They love it. It is the tablescape of the South is mahjong tiles and mats and how you entertain at your mahjong.
Well, we're
game.
going to say it's now the tablescape of America. Of America,
Right.
because you have hooked us up with a phenomenal deal. All of your best sellers, 50% off.
Megan,
We are
you.
so
I love
excited.
all the different colors.
Okay.
Now we know this owner, Whitney.
We do.
Dr.
We
Bo,
love Dr. Whitney
We
Bo.
do.
One of the things that she talks about all the time is proof over promises.
Yes, she does.
And that's what she delivers in her line, Dr. Whitney Bo Beauty. We've got a bunch of her best sellers. One of the newest, this viral peptide lip treatment.
Yeah, I've used it.
It has sold out so many times. Finally got it back in stock for us. I've been asking for it. This is the one that it's immediate hydration as well as that glassy, glossy look, but then over time helps to develop that perfect little Cupid's bow that we all want that's difficult to get. She's perfected that. I also, another product I love, I mean, I love them all, but you know I do, but this retinol overnight treatment, this is phenomenal because it's retinol, which she has taught me works better, faster, harder than ordinary retinol with an O. This is the one with the A. Dr. Bo has personally curated a bunch of assortments so that she's done the work for you.
She has.
And she's giving you 50% off.
Oh, man, and this is a real deal. Get 50% off with Dr. Bo. Yeah.
Exactly.
Hey, girl, how are you?
Speaking
Good to
of
see
the
you again.
real deal.
Good to see you again.
Okay, I'm so excited
Me too.
because you've created an Oprah favorite.
Yes.
Also, what Women's Health says is the best workout headband, but I think today I'm figuring it's the best, like, come to GMA headband, too.
I think so. I mean, I made it a really long time ago, like in my kitchen. But I made it because, you know, women, most of us, we sometimes opt out of our workouts because of our hair. So I was like, let me make something. So I created the gym wrap to hold your hair in place. I'm wearing my original style, but we have lots of different styles here.
A lot of different colors. It
feels great.
It's
also cooling.
Yes, it's quick drying. It has patented quick drying technology, UV protection. It has a cooling element in there. I tried to think of everything just to make it quick, easy, and fun to work out.
And you did this in your kitchen?
Well,
It started there.
It started there. I mean, I have a manufacturer now. Don't worry.
But she's not sewing them all.
No.
But the other thing I would just say is designed for the workout, but if you just want a good hair day, you've got us covered.
Yes.
Gym wrap. All slashed in half. These start at $12.50.
Oh,
Yeah.
thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Phenomenal.
Appreciate that. Appreciate that.
Okay, so you got to gear up for the new school year. Bring a little cheer to the classroom. This is Callie Danielle, created by former elementary school teacher, mom, and a doodler. That's what she calls herself.
I love that.
She's created all of these amazing products that are great for classroom decor. Also, all of the t-shirts, you can do hard things. These celebrate the grades. And then my favorite is the planner because there's so much goodness. This is a planner that whether you are a busy mom, a teacher, a student, and you just want to be inspired to get it done in a place that's going to help you get it done, this is it. All 50% off, $4 to $18.
I saw a page in there that said choose joy.
You got
Choose
it.
joy. I
You
love
got
that.
it.
Another owner.
Another owner, Heidi.
Good to see you.
Robin, if you got a problem, Third Love has a solution.
All right.
Or I should say America, not just you, Robin, but all of America.
All the ladies.
Okay.
So Third Love is really famous for creating the perfect everyday t-shirt bra. We have a system of bras, no matter your size and style, including our signature half cups. So today what we have is our smoothing t-shirt bra collection. We have our t-shirt bra, which we've sold over 5 million of online.
Wow.
Yeah, you hear that and you're like, sold,
Yeah,
it works.
Right.
An online bra, no depth, front close smoothing, and a lot of ladies are looking for lift. So for lift, we have our wireless bra or our wired bra, which is going to give you a half cup of additional cleavage.
Half cup?
Yep.
Okay.
You got it. I would say shoes shouldn't be the only ones that come in
That's right.
half sizes. You've really perfected that for us. We've got all of the sizes, colors, styles that you will find online. All 50% off.
Wow.
Got some bottoms too online
That's
as
right.
well.
Oh, thank
We
you,
love
Heidi.
Third Love.
Thank you very much.
And then finally, Robin,
beautiful.
celebrate your personal charm. Get it? With all these charm pieces. So we've got a big variety from Kansas Style. One of the biggest trends right now is charms, layering charms. We've got this scarf necklace. This one right here is probably my favorite because look at the sardine on it. Sardines are really they've got a moment right now.
gosh.
So we've got the scarf necklaces. We also have all of their bag charms. These are adorable. There's tennis ones that I want for Lara, the eye and the tennis I want for Lara. We also have a big variety of necklaces where you can just pop on your own charms. This is one that's it's a lot of fun, a lot of personality, and a lot of bling for your buck because these are 50% off starting at $5.
This has got Lara written all
Doesn't
over it.
it?
I'm
It's
telling
so
you.
fun.
All right. Thank you, Tori. Thank you, ladies, so much for being here.
I feel like every
I know.
brand here has Lara written
Wonderful,
all over it.
wonderful. We have partnered with these companies on these great products. You can get them at gmadeals.com. Got your own website now. And the QR code that's there on your screen. Coming up, our 50 States in 50 Weeks tour lands in Maryland, how the next generation is preserving that state's history. So come on back. Thank you, ladies. Thank you.
Welcome back to GMA, live from New York City.
It is time for our series 50 States in 50 Weeks, America the Beautiful. You're looking at the Chesapeake Bay because we're taking you to Maryland where our Morgan Norwood is there. Hello, Morgan.
Hi, good morning to you, Michael. Can't get enough of those views. And look, that beauty of that landscape is only matched by the power of the history here in Maryland. And there's so much of it. I mean, you can't tell Maryland's story without telling the story of Harriet Tubman. And so many here are working to preserve that legacy and her story for the next generation. Take a look.
From the blockbuster film Harriet, starring Cynthia Erivo.
I'm Harriet Tubman, leader of this group. We do what I say.
To a life-size statue cemented in the Maryland State House.
History is still alive. History is still growing.
The trailblazing abolitionist Harriet Tubman's legacy is living and breathing on Maryland's eastern shore.
We will continue to honor the work of General Tubman through this historic marker that's recognized at the place of her birth.
Born as Araminta Ross in 1822 near Cambridge, Tubman's known for courageously leading 70 people on foot about 100 miles north out of slavery.
We're very close to where Harriet Tubman was born and where she spent her childhood and her early years. I try to lead with love and compassion, and I try to have her guide me. She is my North Star.
Inspired by Tubman's legacy of courage and determination, Park Service Director Angela Crenshaw.
Welcome to Harriet Tubman Underground Railroad Visitor Center. Come on in.
Leading the opening of Tubman's Visitor Center, Crenshaw just named Maryland's Woman of the Year.
Oh my goodness.
And another special honor in store for the first Black woman park director.
We have an official governor's citation in appreciation of your outstanding services to the citizens of the state of Maryland.
Just 30 miles north of the center,
Good morning, America!
Paulette Green and Donna J. Deere, who've owned and operated this sacred land since 1994, a vital stop on the Underground Railroad.
We're talking about the history, we're talking about the heritage, but we are creating a heritage in our lifetimes.
The couple preserving 111 acres where Tubman's father and brothers lived.
Oftentimes, when people come onto the property, they say to us, coming up the driveway, they feel something different. I may walk through the woods and I think, boy, I wonder how many people traverse this area.
Maintaining diverse harvests day in and day out.
Basil, cucumbers, tomatoes, that's a beautiful pepper. Look at this.
Mount Pleasant Acres Farm's
Look at that.
soil is rich in history, including this witness tree.
Meaning that it has probably seen so many things. People coming through the woods and so forth.
Paulette and Donna gaining national attention after the short film The Aunties, profiling their 3 decades-long conservation efforts.
We have continued to nurture the land, continue to nurture the people that we come in contact with, and let them understand what it really means to be on this property.
Building community on their land.
They really run a tight ship, and you really can't get away with anything less than the best.
The Aunties' next vision, inspired by Tubman, teaching young people agricultural and survival skills.
I can foods. I make relishes, and we're going to be able to extend that service. We're in the process now of making it into what we're calling Bed Brunch and Beyond. Come and visit us and see for yourself.
Just incredible. The witness tree, I mean, that is history that you can see, but you can also feel as well. And we've got members and volunteers from the farm. Thank you so much for what you're doing to preserve that legacy for the next generation. We also want to shout out the Navy as well. They're hanging out with us this morning. Thank you so much for your service. Guys, what a crowd. I am loving it here in Annapolis this morning.
Looks like you got a perfect day, too.
Yeah. And Morgan, thank you.
Now, with day 3 of our CEO of Your Health series, and now that you are prepared and advocated for yourself, Chief Medical Correspondent Dr. Tara Narula is back to help you learn how to invest your health the same way a CEO invests in their company. And today it's all about how to follow up and follow through on your doctor's orders. And that's what is so very, very important, because we got to break down. Okay, so we've got everybody before, we've got them in. Now, what do they need to do before they leave that appointment?
Yeah, so how do we execute on what we've just heard in the doctor's office? So before you even leave the doctor's office, a great thing to do is when you're at the checkout desk, get an after summary of your visit. Some places will actually print out this in a nice printed fashion, but you can also have your doctor write it. You want to know what are the medication changes that have just been made, the dosages, the timing, which meds should I be getting rid of, what lab tests might I need in the future, and let me get those lab slips, what imaging tests, where should I be going for the imaging, and what referrals, and it can be all nicely written down. If you are ordered for a test, an imaging test, you also want to ask about insurance authorization. A lot of times that takes a few days or a week, and you want to know when might I hear back and where should I go get this test done. Some doctors will have a preference for where you get the imaging test done. It's also helpful to find a point person in the office. I have a lot of patients say, I don't know who to talk to when I call back. Who can I talk to that can get me to you? So ask before you leave, who is the right person for my doctor that I can reach if I call the office? You want to have that connection.
Well, that's a good. I had never even thought about that.
Yeah.
Okay, you mentioned lot about labs and imaging and all that. So you have the labs done, you have the imaging, then you got to wait. You got to wait for these results. So what's your advice there?
And we've all been patients. This is one of the most stressful times when you're sitting there waiting, wondering, what did my lab show? What did my imaging show? So you want to ask, how soon will I hear back from you? Will I hear in 24, 48 hours about my labs? What about the imaging? You want to know who will be reaching out to you. Will it be a nurse practitioner, a PA, or the doctor themselves? How do I connect with the doctor? What is normal, abnormal? You want to go through that. And you want to know, am I just going to be hearing about normal results, or will I be hearing about abnormal results? And then, Robin, really important is get a copy of your results. So many things in medicine are about trends, seeing things over time. And so, for example, if you have anemia or low blood count, that's something that we would see maybe year after year. And I see a lot of patients where I'll look at their labs and I'll say, did you know that you were anemic for the last 4 years? And they'll say, I had no idea. Nobody pointed it out. Well, guess what? If you have a copy of your own labs, you're going to see that trend. You're going to see your kidney function. Another important thing, a lot of times you get ordered for an imaging test, let's say a CAT scan of your belly, and they're looking at one thing, but there are incidental findings. And so often, again, I will see a report and say, did they tell you that you had a nodule on your adrenal gland? Oh, no, I didn't know that, right? If you have the report in your own hands and you're reading it, you're going to see everything that the radiologist saw. And then you can be empowered to say, you know what, maybe I should have this evaluated or worked up. Keep records of your labs and your imaging. So important.
This is all such vital information, and people are really responding and very grateful for this breakdown. So let's put the bottom line here. How do you set yourself up for long-term success?
Okay, well, every CEO is organized. You have to be organized about your healthcare, right? So you got to keep good records. You got to keep your medications where you're actually going to take them. And you have to keep a record of how you're doing on your medications. If, for example, a doctor prescribes something and you stop taking it, let them know. Don't just stop it, right? Because maybe they can give you something else in its place that's going to work better. You also want to take care of the things that maybe aren't written down on a prescription pad. So diet, sleep, stress, mental health. Those are really important. Your doctor's not going to write that down for you, but that's going to be part of how you keep yourself healthy. Preventive screenings, so critically important. Make sure you're on top of when you should be getting your colonoscopy, your mammograms, your pap smears, all of that. Make those follow-up appointments. How are you going to be held accountable? Well, if you know I have an appointment in 6 months or in a year. And also give yourself a little bit of grace if you don't achieve all the goals. I see a lot of patients say to me, I didn't want to come back because I didn't lose all the weight I should have lost and I was afraid. And I said, you know, of course, don't worry. We want to see you. You don't have to meet every single mark, right? But keep your follow-ups. It's so important.
I wish we had this conversation back when there was a medication that I stopped taking. Wow, it really put me in harm's way. And my doctor said, why didn't you tell me? We could have prescribed something different for you.
That's right. Communication, so important. That's where that relationship is so valuable.
Right. Yeah. But now our viewers have a relationship with you. I love that. Dr. Tara Narula. You can scan the QR code on your screen to get Dr. Narula's checklist for being the CEO of your health.
And now to our series, What Fills Your Cup? We're dropping by local coffee shops all across the country, connecting with GMA viewers and coffee connoisseurs. This morning, we're in Detroit visiting the Congregation, a coffee spot set up in a former church.
Amen.
Yes.
Amen.
Good morning, America!
Just like a prayer.
Welcome to the Congregation!
This cup of coffee will take you there.
It's cold, creamy, and sweet.
It almost feels like I'm having it in my backyard.
Oh, refreshing.
At this unique cafe, the Congregation in Detroit.
The whole intention was to feel like your living room away from home. And so we get people here who come, they want to enjoy the music that we have, the art that we have, all sorts of really great stories happening here.
Community is the main ingredient.
Places like the Congregation end up with this kind of almost house party, family reunion kind of vibe. It's a gorgeous kind of familial space.
Oh, it's a little late.
And the owners of the Congregation, they're right out there. Betsy Murdoch, Amy Peterson, and Antonio Luck are joining us live from Detroit. Good morning to all of you. Yep, you can hear me? Okay, good. All right, let me just, we're all here trying some of your coffee that we've got on set.
Hot.
What are we drinking here, guys?
That is our house blend. It's roasted by a local Detroit roaster, Guatemala and Brazil.
Well, it is delicious. You also, we talked about, you have live music. There are paintings on the walls that are actually for sale. Amy, tell us a little bit about how you support the local artists in your area.
It's certainly more than a cafe. We are a place where art, culture, Dr.
Dr. Chanel, David Muir, artwork press, everything. So Del May, act.
Uh-oh.
Well, thank you again. We truly appreciate the coffee and the amazing work that you're doing there in your community as
Great
well.
coffee cup,
yes,
too.
I know the
Beautiful.
mug is
The mug is
fantastic.
Yeah.
The old church, and I like the
know.
art for
Beautiful.
sale.
The music, all of it.
And look how many got up this morning.
Yeah.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks, guys.
And you
Thank
are
you.
ever in the Detroit area, everybody
Preach to the
check
congregation.
out
Congregation.
The Congregation. And a very good name, by the way.
It is the
for
Congregation.
A coffee shop.
Yeah.
And coming up here, the great state of Maryland and the tavern that serves up great meals and has an important place in history.
You know what? We are so excited about this series, 50 States in 50 Weeks, America the Beautiful. And we're going today back to one of my favorite places. Morgan Norwood is in Maryland. Good morning again, Morgan.
Hi, good morning to you, Lara. Okay, so you typically give us pop news, right? This morning, I'm gonna give you a pop quiz. Are you ready? You can play at home as well. Okay, so which state invented the crab holy grail? Old Bay, all right? Second question, which state is home to one of the oldest taverns in the U.S.? It's Middleton, and we're right here live from it. Easy enough. Maryland, hon, right? We're taking a look at some more fun facts. Take a look.
Good morning from Terp Nation. Or should I say, hey, hun.
Tracy, wake up, hon.
Grab your snowball, Maryland's summer treat, as we welcome you to the Old Line State. The bustling city of Baltimore, a backdrop for iconic film and TV moments, from Hairspray to The Wire.
The game is out there, and it's either play or get played.
Actress Jada Pinkett Smith, Olympian Michael Phelps, actor David Hasselhoff, and singer Toni Braxton, all born in Baltimore.
Can you see?
And hey, did you know Maryland's the birthplace of the Star-Spangled Banner? It built the first U.S. railroad, and it's the 7th state in the Union. The state capital, Annapolis, also known as the sailing capital of the U.S. And look, in the home of the Chesapeake Bay, you can't forget the crabby cuisine. Maryland, synonymous with the blue crab.
Good morning, America!
Seafood reigns supreme, seasoned with the state's signature Old Bay spice.
All right, so we've got more fun facts for you. So you know how I mentioned the Old Line State is the nickname? Well, that nickname was actually given to Maryland by the first president, George Washington. It's in honor of the Maryland line troops after their bravery and courage during the Revolutionary War. And turns out George Washington also frequented this tavern here, Middleton Tavern. And joining me now is Sophia Hardesty.
Hi.
From Middleton Tavern. So much history right here in your backyard. Talk to me a little bit about what that means for you in the community.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. So Middleton Tavern was established in 1750. You can see it back on the sign right there. It was part of a route. So Horatio Middleton, he was the owner of Middleton Tavern originally, and he had a ferry. It would go between here and Rock Hall, Maryland, and it would take some of our founding fathers. It was also a place for people to rest after they got off of the ferry or before. So George Washington slept there, Ben Franklin slept there, Thomas Jefferson slept there. It's got a rich history.
So much history. And
yeah,
you know, I've been taking a whiff of the food, the Old Bay all morning. My stomach is growling.
Yes.
We have some signature Maryland dishes, but then also a drink here as well. Talk to me about some of the fan favorites.
Sure. So this is an Orange Crush. It was officially named the Maryland drink this year. It is orange juice, fresh squeeze. You actually have to squeeze it in the tavern. You can't just have, you know, concentrate orange juice.
Right.
And then it's got some Sprite and, is that it? Oh, and some other grown-up things.
It doesn't have any grown-up things this morning for the record, though. But we also have food as well.
Not in ours.
Okay, so this right here, classic Annapolis fare. This is a stuffed rockfish. It's got our own crab Middleton inside, which is a crab mixture. Very good. A little bit of Old Bay, some peppers, some mushrooms, and some other things. Right here, this is a very Annapolis thing. You sit down at the pub and you have some Old Bay shrimp. So good.
Love it.
And then, of course,
you gotta have the crab cakes.
Yep, what we're famous for, crab cakes and football. We've got our Maryland crab cakes. So good.
Oh, I can't wait to try, but I've really had my eye on this. And guys, we also have some Orange Crush back at the studio. Again, this is a mocktail, so nobody's stumbling out of here this morning. But cheers, guys. So happy to be here in Annapolis.
Cheers.
Thank you so much, Morgan. I love all of the little tidbits that we learn about each of these states. That was really, really fun.
I will say I do wish we had some crab cakes. So.
Yeah. Oh, I thought you were going to say you wish this had the other ingredient. Going up.
Well, that too.
We're going to South Carolina next for 50 states in 50 weeks. We're so looking forward to that. So much history there as well.
We say goodbye.
I made a mistake.
To Morgan and everyone there in Maryland, thanks for joining us. Ginger, you got to catch up with us with the drinks. Come on.
Bye.